So what happens if a trustee demands repayment of the inheritance you've just received? It's a little scary. It can happen. So let's talk about this. You receive an inheritance, and then months later, the trustee says you've been overpaid and you have to return some of it or most of it. I think the core question is, what are your rights and responsibilities in this scenario? I haven't seen it happen because when we're in charge, that doesn't happen, but it can. So you have to be careful and mindful and know what you can do. I'm 𝗕ecie Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey. We provide peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you are seeking assistance in either estate planning or administration after someone's passing, you can reach out to us for free consultation at 𝗕RepaymentAttorney.com. And speaking of value, we are also always here educating everyone. So please ask questions and don't forget to share so that we can help some folks together along the way. Now, whether the overpayment was just a miscalculation or there was some unexpected expenses that popped up or other claims that nobody knew about, the trustee is still responsible and has a duty to protect all of the beneficiaries and the trust assets. What you should do at the very first is ask for a full accounting with all supporting documentation, right? You want to have proof of the overpayment that you supposedly received. I would advise also consulting with a estate and trust attorney, maybe a estate litigation attorney, before agreeing to any kind of repayment. And there should be a right to, of course, fair treatment and potential hardship based on how long it was when you received the payment and when they're asking for the money back, whether or not you've used those funds. If they do prove the overpayment, and you could have an obligation to pay it back, but I believe certain states may allow for a reduction or waiver of some of it if it was spent in good faith. I think it's a much more state-specific thing. Again, I haven't had to deal with this here in New York and New Jersey specifically at all, but I can't imagine, especially if it's been some time and you spent it in good faith, that there wouldn't be some sort of adjustments basically to what would have to be repaid. The obligation does end up on the shoulders of the responsible party at the end of the day. But if there is something due and you have the funds available, I would negotiate a payment plan so it's not due back in a lump sum. Maybe you can offset it from future distributions if there are going to be more from the estate. Definitely asking maybe for a partial waiver since it was an error due to the trustee, if it was significant. And petition the court for reduction or elimination of the repayment if there's a hardship of any kind. Definitely don't send money without having some documentation and legal advice to see what's actually going on. I would act quickly, find out the info, get it in writing, gather all the records, and protect yourself as best as you can. Again, I'm 𝗕ecie Zammitti, Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey, and we provide peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you need help with estate planning or the administration following the passing of a loved one, you can reach us for a free consultation at 𝗕RepaymentAttorney.com. We hope you've learned something new here today. Please don't forget, share, and as always, take care. Bye-bye.